And that's what I liked about the pandemic. I liked the fact that at the pandemic, I feel like people were forced out of their comfort zones to do things that they normally don't do. So you didn't really overly think about things like how we do right now, if that makes sense. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. Um, Today we are just going to kind of do a little rant while I cook breakfast. It's going to be kind of like a vent session. We're going to talk about some goals. We're just going to talk about a few things. So if you're interested in that, let's get started. I'm going to do eggs, potatoes, chicken sausage, and I'm going to caramelize some onions for breakfast / brunch. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys, so we're going to start off with a little bit of prep. And so first of all, I am currently on a social media fast, and I haven't done a social media fast in really like a couple of weeks. Well, not weeks, in a couple of years. Because I was like, how do you want to, start a platform if you just go MIA on people and kind of not tell them why? So for a while, I didn't do a social media fast, but I don't know. I feel like this time it was just very necessary. So I'm doing a 21-day fast, and I think I'm on like day 17 or 18. And the pros from this fast so far have been that I've been more present in the moment. I've been able to spend more time with family. I've just been able to really tap into reality and not wake up and then the first thing I do is get on my phone, right? So that has been a pro in a sense where I don't really miss it because I feel like I've been getting a lot done. I've been working out consistently, and just really spending time with family. So it's been nice. But one of the reasons I want to stop saying one of the reasons why I did a social media fast was because I felt like I was getting confused with my content. And I had this conversation with Dewan yesterday, and I was like, I don't feel like I have a space on Instagram, particularly. I don't feel like there's any space for me. And with that, it made me kind of resent Instagram in a way. And it's more so I'm doing it based off of numbers, right? In the sense that oh, well, I've only had around 100 followers, which in reality, I restarted my Instagram. And to say that I restarted it, I actually have a good amount of following, if that makes sense. To say that I restarted my Instagram, but compared to the people that I compare myself to, comparison is the thief of all joy. And so the fact that I compare my numbers to other people's numbers kind of also discouraged me in a way. So yeah, I've just kind of been all over the place on Instagram. So one of the things is that I feel like I don't know if I overshare. And I'm sure a lot of creators could attest to that about oversharing. It's kind of one of those things where it's safety reasons as well as sanity. And then now that I'm a mom, an actual mom, it's okay, I can always post my baby, I can always post family stuff, but I don't want to get into the point of me losing myself, because me always saying we instead of me or I, if that makes sense. So I was I just need to take a break, figure out who I am, what I like, what I want to do, what type of content I want to produce, just so that I'm putting my best self forward for the people that I am inspiring. Because I'm kind of gonna rant through this video because there's a lot on my mind and there's a lot that I want to kind of get off my chest. So It's going to be multiple parts. This year, or at the end of last year, I was kind of in between, like if I wanted to go back to school or just really put my feet forward, like put it all in, go all in with like my content creation, because I will say that content creation is something that I have a passion for. However, I have a tendency of talking myself out of things, which could also kind of like, in a way, hinder me from getting the blessings God already has in store for me, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I feel like I just kind of like always put my foot in my own mouth, in a way, especially when it comes to like content creation, because I don't feel like I'm good enough, right? Like, I'm like, what can I offer? Or I don't look like this, or I don't do that. But simply, all I have to do is just be myself. Literally just be myself. And I think once I'm comfortable enough and have the confidence to know that like I'm good enough in whatever I produce or give out to the world, then it's like I'm gonna be unstoppable. Like this platform is gonna like grow into something that I never imagined. And it's like I also have a hard time imagining what that growth will look like because I lack the confidence that I need. So, in talking about this, I feel like this is all a confidence issue, which, going back to the fast, I feel like I wanted to hear clearly from God about what I should be doing with this page, or like if I'm doing the right thing, like am I going in the right direction? And then also getting into the point where like if I post something in the moment, that means I wanted to post it, and stop going back and like, oh my gosh, did you say something wrong? Did you do something wrong? Did you post this at the wrong time? Like, you posted it at the time and place it should have been posted. So be confident in that. And I think with like now this new algorithm with Instagram and things like that, it's hard to not count your growth based off of numbers or views or comments or things like that. And as much as like I don't care about what people say, it's like I care if the work that I'm putting out is touching the people that it needs to touch, if that makes sense. So yeah, that is like something I have been battling with. And it's crazy because when I first started this content creation journey, which was like when I moved to California, I didn't have an issue with like the confidence. I was just producing. I was like, and that's what I liked about the pandemic. I liked the fact that at the pandemic, I feel like people were forced out of their comfort zones to do things that they normally don't do. So you didn't really think about things, overly think about things like how we do right now, if that makes sense. So, really have to get back to like that pandemic mindset in a way. In a sense where like, I'm just freely making content. And I was conscious about what I was making during the pandemic, but I feel like it was so true to me in that moment that I didn't care. Like I went through the whole plant loving journey and plant healing, self-healing, meditating, journaling, very like in tune, spiritually aligned and things like that. And it was like I was evolving into the next level. Now it's like I'm evolving, but I'm scared of the evolution. You following me? It's like for some reason I'm scared of the evolution. And I think also too, with giving myself grace, there has been a lot that has happened to me in the past 3 years. And it started with, well, if we can go back, 3 years. It started with the pandemic, doing my graduate program, then moving cross country to California, starting a new relationship, caring full time for a toddler, a child, and then not working, Yeah, so like not working, getting fired, getting pregnant, then unexpectedly, and then moving across the country again, and then starting a new job, and then trying to figure out like, what the heck am I doing? Like, am I on the right path? You know? These potatoes are super nasty. Look at that. The white stuff. I'm actually cutting the skin off. I usually keep the skin on because it's just good. But since I'm not rinsing it and it looks a little dusty, it looks like, let me just cut the skin off, you know, for the most part. But yeah, like, I don't know. So it's like I really have to give myself grace because a lot of the people that I am like comparing myself to, I'm going to admit it, because I don't want to admit that I compare my journey to other people in a way that I do. I'm like, oh my gosh, I see their growth, like, why am I not growing like that? In a way, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm gaining 2, 3, 4 followers, like I only have 140 subscribers. Like, all of these is just about numbers. In reality, like, the people that I'm comparing myself to have not nearly experienced all of the transitions that I've experienced in the last 3 years, back to back to back to back. And I'm somehow still standing. Like, that's a story within itself. Like, I shouldn't be afraid or not confident enough to share that story, you know? And then it's so weird because I feel like I've always been the type of person that, like, don't care to be judged, but then in a way I'm like scared to be judged based off of the content that I post. So it's weird. It's like when I get to the point where I'm enjoying creating content, I also am at this halt because I'm like, am I creating the right type of content? Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, that's kind of where I am with like my content creation journey. So I'm like, okay, just do this. Work on being consistent. Once I work on being consistent, then I feel like everything else will flow. Whether that's consistent in posting my content, which yes, that is something that I'm working on the next couple of weeks, months, this year in general. Like, and I feel like consistency has been my word of the year for like the past 3 years. But like this year, I'm really like, I'm about that life this year. So consistency is a word of the year for me. With so many things, as in like working out, content creation, being a good mom, being a good woman, a good friend, a good daughter, like consistent. Not just like when I feel good. And which also brings me to my point, it's like being able to work through emotions. If I have the desire to create content full time, I have to learn how to work through my emotions and through what I'm feeling in that moment. Because I'm the type of person, if I'm feeling shitty, I'm like, I'm not going to produce shitty content because I'm feeling shitty. It's kind of like, so yeah, I'm just like, it is what it is, you know? But that's one of my goals this year. I really want to grow this channel. I want to grow my platform as a whole and kind of just like piggyback off the next thing with what I create from my online platforms, you know? Because I do want to be even bigger than just like social media. Like, I want to have a force of movement behind me with just like overall health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And in order to do that, I gotta learn how to like be consistent, work through my emotions, and gain that confidence that I really lack to produce just want to really get to the nitty gritty of things, you know? And it's like I also have like some other goals that I want to do, just with like my family and my finances and things like that. Like, also I feel like this is the year of sacrifice. Like, the things that I really want to do and splurge on and spend my time on, like, I can't do that. Like, it's school time. I feel like I moved to Dallas because I wanted something at a little slower pace and something easier on my pockets. And it's like, now that I have that, I have to take advantage of it. So, say all that to say, watch out for me, I'm about to go. Watch out for me, I'm about to go. I think once we get out of our own head, we can be so much better. We can be so much better. All we have to do is get out of our own head. So, yeah. I'm going to come back to part 2 after I finish cutting up these potatoes because I feel like I've been cutting these up for a little minute. And then we're going to put these on, caramelize the onions, and then we're going to put the chicken sausage. Or do I want to do shredded chicken? I'm going to do shredded chicken instead of chicken sausage. We went to this brunch place out here, and they have like this potato bowl, and it's so good. The only thing we're missing is cheese, but that's good because we need cheese. And I'm also trying to get rid of all these potatoes. We bought like a big old bag of potatoes from Sam's, and I really, really hate for food to go bad. So I'm gonna do this, and then this is actually my first time cooking potatoes like this. I usually throw them in the air fryer or in the oven. So I'm interested to see how they're gonna come out. Yeah, I don't know what my hair is doing. Like, I've tried to do the middle part because the one's like, you don't never wear the middle part. But like, this middle part is like so weird to me. Like, I don't know. It's kind of doing too much. Or it's not doing enough. Okay, potatoes did not come out as bad. We got the onions going. And then now I'm gonna cut up the chicken. Okay, also back to this social media rant. Another reason why I kind of took a break was because I felt like I had too many like ghost followers. And I know that doesn't matter. Like, that's what comes with this platform. I actually used Obey today. So instead of the Creole seasoning, I'm an Obey fan. Like, the one is from New Orleans, so he like Creole. I like Creole too, but it's like this Old Bay is just different. It's like a, I don't know, I can't explain. But while we wait on the chicken to cook, I'm going to, it's supposed to be like shredded chicken for the bowl. And I wish we had an avocado to top it off, but we don't have either. So, I mean, we don't have avocado or cheese. So, I'm going to show y'all how the end product is going to come out. So let me show you how the chicken is looking. Onions right there. Okay, so back to the ghost watchers and things like that. I think it's just kind of creepy. I feel like it's really creepy for people to just like ghost watch the page. Never say anything, never like anything, never comment on anything. And it's just like, what are you doing? Like, I don't know. I feel like even if it's strangers, I'm always, if I really feel a way about something, I'm gonna like comment. I may not comment on every post or picture or a video or whatever, but like I'm going to acknowledge my presence and let them know that they are being seen and heard, all those things. But I know that's the type of stuff that comes with this platform that I'm trying to build. And I just gotta take the good with the bad and keep it moving. But yeah, I don't know. I really just want to get into my passion this year, get back into my cooking and eating healthy and things like that, and sharing my journey with y'all. This meal right here should be going on Therapeutic Kitchen. What happens to Therapeutic Kitchen? But once again, giving myself grace to all of the changes that have been taking place over the last couple of years. I bet that bitch is so loud in the back. I feel like I'm trying to talk over the grace. So we're gonna wait until the end. Oh, one more thing I wanted to say was I got up this morning at really 5:45, probably a little before that because Taylor woke up and he wanted to cuddle and see all that's going on. So I just started staring at him and got to cry because I'm like, oh my gosh, I really freaking have a kid. He is the most freaking precious, perfect thing ever. Okay, this chicken turned out blacker than I wanted it to turn out. But that's good. It's going to be some blackened chicken. We're going to put in a breakfast bowl. I'm going to call it a day. Okay? Yeah. Not bad. This is how the bottom looks. Potatoes, onions, all that. Then I have some chopped chicken. The guy has awakened. Hello. So the egg is on there. We do a fried egg, a bit of chipotle, and then some hot sauce. And then we garnish. Boop, 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 boop. That's it. See your potatoes, the chicken, the egg. What this looks like. The egg, the potato, the onion, the chicken. Good. Well, you cut it.